Hey, y'all, if you want a personalized shout out, roast, pep talk, or just an inside joke from Sis and Tell, we are now on Cameo.
Birthdays, breakups, bar mitzvahs, we do it all. So go find us on cameo.com by searching Sis and Tell.
Okay, now on to the show.
Sis and Tell, a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. Sis and Tell, a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing.
Hey, Allie.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Well, just got back in town from a trip to the University of Alabama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. No, you're supposed to keep saying it. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Tide,
Roll
Roll
Tide. How many
Tide.
times do I have to say it? Roll Tide.
Until we're done.
Oh, okay, sorry. Back and forth, right. Roll Tide, roll Tide.
Until
Okay.
we've exhausted. I tell you, Oscar and Ruby have the week off for February break, and we went there, and we're going to go visit Murray at Elon, and we stopped in Birmingham. And I have come home with so many things from Birmingham. I've got all sorts of glassware and platters and invitations from the last 50 years, and the playhouse. The playhouse is now. I'm just kidding. I didn't come home with any of that because I can't. It takes me 5 days to clean out the junk drawer in my kitchen, and now
Yeah.
Mommy is trying to get us to acquire all of her stuff. But I'm just thinking of the next generation. But she does. I have committed in air quotes to eventually taking our childhood playhouse, which I don't even know if we have talked about the playhouse
No,
in
I don't think
our
we
backyard.
have. Because I'm not sure it deserves commentary, but
I
there
know.
is there's a play structure in our backyard, which
Well,
was full of memories and cobwebs.
okay. Well, to me, it served a purpose beyond my little years. Okay. And
Okay.
we joked, and I know Mommy also said something to you about taking the playhouse.
She
And
did. She's very concerned. We talk,
yeah,
I think we've talked about this before, but we're very open with our parents and encourage others to be open about, their plans for the future, meaning after they pass away. And Daddy has the binder of death, and we have conversations, and it's important. And that you be prepared, that they be prepared, that we be prepared. But this has gone beyond just the normal preparations and execution of a will and things in a
yes.
safety deposit box. This is like she's now looking around at things that are very sentimental to her and to us, but wants to make sure people take them, including said playhouse, which, let's
Which
be
is
clear, yeah,
it's not a
it's
dollhouse.
no,
It's
no, no.
that can fit in a trunk. Like I'd have to get like a moving company to put this thing on a flatbed, and it's small. It's a
Yeah.
playhouse. It's like a one room.
Let's be very clear. It's the equivalent of a tiny house, right? That people live in today. You could. It's not. What is it? 80 square feet. 40 square feet, something
I
like
mean,
that.
when
I
you were a
don't know.
teenager, you and a friend could have like camped out in it,
Okay,
right?
when I was a teenager, a friend of mine and I maybe did camp out in it, or
Yeah.
would sneak up there if we wanted to partake in something that we didn't think was appropriate in
I'm
our
just
regular house.
I'm just gonna put this out there that I may have used it for some things too,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it turns into a nice little box
yeah.
for certain
Well,
things.
okay, we
And
did not turn it into a box, but Mommy she still brings it up, and I'm going to throw you under the bus here, Elise, that, oh, that time you and Elise decided you were going to sleep in the playhouse, and then, of course, like 2 hours later, we're like, we decided not to sleep in the playhouse. It was a terrible idea, but
that is a
it served
terrible
its
idea.
purpose. It served
Yeah.
its purpose, yes.
And then our cousin Scott, who is your grade, he used to call me the brat because when I was in first grade for my birthday, Mommy and Daddy added electricity to it. And he thought I was the biggest brat for having electricity in my playhouse. But all that was it was like a light bulb
Yeah.
and some light sockets. And I really think it was because they were just like, just go out to the playhouse and leave us alone, Amanda.
Mhm.
And they knew it had electricity. I don't know why, beyond the light bulb, I don't know why we needed
No.
like outlets in there. Like
It's
why
not
did
like you can cook in there. I mean, it's still a pretend kitchen and stove. But also, all 9 grandkids have enjoyed it, and the cousins and the children of our cousins, and it has gotten a lot of use for multiple generations.
and we joked that we would pick it up, move it, and find that it was also a mausoleum to our dog Pepper. Oh, there's Pepper.
Buried underneath.
There he is.
Finally found his way under the stairs for good. Well, I've had a big week. I did not go to Alabama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I had 2 milestones, though, I'd like to share. The first is one you're not going to really care about, which is another F45 milestone today. 600 classes, thank you very much, with a couple of my fellow workout friends. And so we got acknowledged today. It's sort of like getting a YMCA trophy at this point.
Okay.
Everybody gets it. Everybody gets celebrated. Everybody,
Wait,
gets a picture taken.
What was the milestone? What did you do?
600 classes.
That is, I don't think I have done 600 of anything in my life. I really don't. I don't know. Definitely not in my lifetime have I ever gone to the gym 600 times. That is insane, Allison.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm very proud.
I'm proud
Alan's
of
like,
you.
can you stop counting? Literally, nobody cares. I said, but I care because, you reach a certain threshold and then you set another goal and then you reach that milestone. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. He goes, just stop until you get to 1,000. Nobody cares. But we care. And we have a great workout. So shout out to the 6 a.m. crew.
Alan can go
I
F45 himself.
I could not have said that better if I tried.
All right.
Yes. Sorry, honey, but you heard it from my sister. Well, I will say that milestone was a little bit overshadowed by an unexpected milestone. So we were in England this past weekend visiting Levi, who's studying there for the quarter. We're on our way back. We're connecting to our flight in Atlanta to Chattanooga. And we get to the gate. We see a bunch of friends of ours because it's a Chattanooga flight. And our friend says, oh, they just called your name. And I said, really? He goes, yeah. I said, that's weird. He goes, well, maybe you got upgraded. I go, well, that can't be it because I actually already got upgraded. And I'm not sure what an upgrade to my upgrade would look like, except for maybe I'm sitting in the cockpit, which would
Did
be
they
very
want to
exciting.
Congratulate you on your 600 class at F45?
Right, I was like, did F45 call them?
Yeah.
So I go up to the guy. I'm like, oh, someone said you called our name. He's like, I haven't called any names. I said, okay. So nothing like being gate shamed. So I walk back to my seat. A few minutes later, a different guy shows up to the gate wearing a red coat. Now, do you know about the Delta red coat people?
Just the red coats. You know what? I've heard of the red coats, but I don't know what it means. Like if what does that mean? I think of like British soldiers. Aren't they the red coats also? Or aren't they? Are the British soldiers red coats?
Yeah, the British are red coats, but these are not British soldiers. These are the high-end customer service gurus and the important Delta people who can make, in my opinion, important decisions as it comes to accommodating customers, etc. Red coats, you'll see them around.
Or arresting people.
I'm not sure they. they're not like Delta ICE.
What did you do, Allison?
No. But the red coats are important because the red coats have authority and power and are positive influences on the culture that Delta tries to create. I'll just say that, not knowing really what they do. But the red coats are important. All this to say is a red coat gentleman got behind the desk, and next thing I know, he's calling our name. So I go up, and he's like, Miss Lebovitz. I'm like, hey. He goes, I can't remember his name, Tariq or something. I said, nice to meet you. He goes, well, I have a surprise for you. I'm like, great. I am getting upgraded to the cockpit. He said, do you realize that you have just hit 1,000,000 miles? And I'm like, what? And it was hysterical. He had a certificate for me with my name on it. He gave me a gift, a little bag that had a very nice leather passport holder, which was perfect timing. And then this giant sign that said Delta Million Mile, Achiever or something like that. And he's like, we're going to take a picture for our social media. Alan took a picture for us.
Are you?
I don't know if I haven't really checked their social media to see if they posted it. I don't know if they know how to tag me, but it's going to go up somewhere. So if you see me on Delta social media, please let me know.
Okay.
This was all very, very exciting. Needless to say, I think the Million Mile Club is more like status bragging rights than anything else. And it's fun to achieve it. It took me, I think, 30 years to get there. He's like, and
Wow.
next stop, 2 million miles. I go, I know I'll be 85 years old, but thank you
Wait,
so much.
that's the next time you get accolades? Is at the 2 million mile mark?
Yes,
You have to
2
wait?
million
Like
miles.
not even 1.5 million?
No, no, it's not like F-45. They don't care about your mini milestones. They only care about the big one. And look, there are constant flyers, especially business flyers. We have a friend who's probably at 4 or 5 million miles, which is nothing
Wow.
to him, and he's got diamond status or 360 status for the rest of his life. I mean, people achieve this in record time because they're also on the road all the time. So I travel for work and to speak, but mostly for pleasure. So it's going to take me a while to accrue, I think, the next million. But here's the greatest thing. You ready for this?
Yeah, did you get a giant Biscoff cookie or a
No,
lifetime
I
supply?
no, better than a Biscoff cookie. They sent me an email the next day and said, "Welcome to the Million Miler status, and we want to give you a gift. So you click on this button to pick out your gift." Well, one was like a wine set and a gift card. One was like a piece of luggage, things like that. So I'm scrolling, which is all very. One was like literally a model Delta airplane. I didn't really understand who would want that. One was a
Like sitting on your desk, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. One was a frame set of like Delta pins. I guess
What'd
if
you
you're a
pick? What
collector.
did you pick?
The very last one, they make you wait for it. You ready for this? A
Uh-huh.
$1,000 Delta gift card.
Why would you pick anything else?
Why would you pick anything else? I'm like, is this a
Seriously?
yeah, I'm like, is this a trick? Is this an IQ test? Like, why would
Right.
you not pick the $1,000? And not only that, you can use it for anything and it never expires.
Wow.
I know.
Did you ask them what happened to Sky Mall magazine? Because I never ordered anything out of it, but I sure did enjoy looking through it. Like seriously.
Oh my gosh. No, I did not, but I did love Sky Mile magazine. Yeah, I think it went out. I forgot about Sky Mile magazine. That is really
Really?
funny.
I
Yeah.
love Sky Mall magazine. Also, Aaron recently, so he does this poker night with a bunch of guys, and his friend Todd hosted it at his office. And the way Aaron described it was as if he bought the entire catalog of Sky Mall magazine and put it in his office.
Oh,
It,
Sky Mall. I called it
yeah,
Sky Mile. Sky Mall.
no, it's
Yes, that's
Sky Mall
exactly what it was.
magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a giant dinosaur in his lobby.
What?
Yes. Also, a speakeasy in his office. Yeah, a
What do
bunch
you
of other
mean? Like you
stuff.
had to get through a special door to
I
get
don't
to
know.
the bar?
I don't know. They call it. There's probably like a hidden. I'm assuming that it's hidden, like behind a fake
Yeah.
bookshelf or something.
Yeah.
We have a speakeasy in Decatur. Do you have one? I mean, we're not
Oh yeah.
supposed to talk about it. Ours
No,
is
we have a
literally
couple.
ours is in an old bank,
Okay.
and so when you go in, the bank is the space is on the bottom floor, but you check in on the top floor, and they're like, "The bank is closed. Would you like to make a special deposit?"
Oh God. That sounds sexual. That's
I
all.
know, sorry. It was the voice. Okay. And then they're like, "Put this slip in this, safety deposit box," and then they open it up and it's this whole space. And it's a little cheesy, but it's
Yeah.
fun, but it's like it's got cruise ship vibes, right?
Okay.
Cuz it's very themey. And when we went, the band was like a band you'd find on a cruise ship or a wedding, which was to me very fun. And I'm dancing with strangers on the dance floor, right? And then they give you necklaces and you don't even have to show your
Come
boobs.
on.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 speakeasies. I think one closed. One was called London Calling, and you had to know the door to go through, and then there was an old-fashioned payphone, and then there was a trivia question that changed either every week or every month, and whatever the answer to the trivia question was always numerical, and you had to type in the number onto the
Oh,
phone, which opened the door. So it
brilliant.
was like the year Britney Spears released this song, or the year that, this person got married. I don't know, certain things, pop culture. So that was really fun. And it was very cool. It was very dark. It was what you would expect a speakeasy to be. The one that I know still exists is actually at a hotel downtown in
Mm.
Chattanooga. And it doesn't open until 5. And you have to like basically know it's there and say to the front desk, I'd like to get to, I think you just say the speakeasy, but it is really cool. I mean, swanky. It feels like a lounge. It feels like a swanky lounge somewhere, and it's very private and has great drinks. It does not feel like a cruise ship. It feels very important.
This is huge. This is big. It's a really
Oh,
big space.
this isn't big. This
But it would
is
be fun.
intimate.
Like I'd go for my birthday as long as there's dancing.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Well, so back to our flight. So two things happened on our flight that were
Yeah.
shocking and interesting. One is, which always freaks me out, in the middle of our flight back, and while we're over water, which is important, it's a 10-hour flight from London back to Atlanta. You hear over the loudspeaker,
Oh no.
if there are any medical personnel on board, can you
Yeah.
please ring your call button? Then they say it again. If there are any medical, and they start saying nurses, doctors, EMTs, I thought they were gonna-
Veterinarians.
dentists, dental hygienists, someone who is good at science in the
Right.
3rd grade.
A mom who likes to Google things.
And of course, I'm like, well, you can't just leave us hanging. Like,
right.
what
Tell us what's
happened?
going on.
So I'm like, what is going on? So they're clearly not. It's like when somebody posts on Facebook, I've
Ugh.
had such a horrible
Vague
day.
booking. You know, there's a
Yeah.
word for that. Yeah.
Fake booking, and they sort of
Vague booking.
vague booking. I thought you said
Yeah.
fake booking. I also
No.
feel like sometimes it's fake what they're saying, but
Yes.
vague. Yes, this is like vague booking because they only give you a piece of it, and of course, I guess in a weird way, I wanted to know the rest of the story. I just want to make sure everybody was okay. I don't know
And
if
see if you could help. You're like, I've got
And see if I can
ChatGPT
help.
and Wi-Fi connection, so I am basically a doctor.
Well, in 2010, I was on my way back from Morocco, and they said the same thing. Are there any medical personnel? And a woman ended up having a baby on the plane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we all knew about that. That was a collective effort.
Well, so also you can't. That's not something you can really hide. That's something
No.
that's baby being born. Their noises from both the current passenger and the new passenger.
There's a lot going on,
right?
Yes,
And that
yes.
the word just spreads. But I think at this point, when you've flown 1 million miles with Delta, they should also send you the Delta bingo card, which should include certain medical emergencies. Did you find out what the emergency was?
I didn't, but my theory was if I'm a million mile flyer, I should actually get access to information other passengers are not privy to, right? Like the flight attendant
Like a
can come
special
over,
channel on
yeah,
the
and
back
slip
of
me a
the
note
seat.
saying,
Yeah.
just so you know, everything's okay. She was just having heartburn, right? Things like that. I think it was okay, but here's what happened at the same time, which I confused for the possible medical emergency. I wake up again, and there's like a bunch of people in the seat, not right in front of me, but in front of Alan. And there's a scuttlebutt, and they're doing this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking to myself, have they moved the medically fragile person to the seat? Are they trying to create a triage? I don't even know what's going on. Oh no, nothing that emergency driven or shocking. This guy literally has lost his cell phone in the seat.
Oh, it becomes a dangerous thing, though.
What? Why? Why is it dangerous?
I don't know if there's signs. There are signs. There's signs on the seat that says if you lose your cell
Yes.
phone, notify someone. I don't know if
do
it's
not
'cause it
try to find it yourself.
I don't know if it's because it overheats and in a confined space and can be a fire hazard.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know why
Well,
it's a thing.
yeah, so this was very intriguing because they acted like this guy had lost, I don't know, the most precious part of his life. And I understand that cell phones can fall into that category. I also am like, really? You lost your cell phone? How far could it go? It's got to be somewhere. And they were literally by his seat, up and down, taking the seat apart, like all this up for at least 30, 45 minutes.
What? That long?
I'm not kidding. That's my point. And they
put me
were
in,
so
coach.
invested.
I'm like, just put me in. They should also say, when they're on the intercom paging medical specialists,
Yeah.
like people who are really good at finding things, right?
Yes.
Are you
yes.
are you a woman?
Are you a woman who's lost a diamond before?
Right. Are you
couldn't
just a
find her
woman?
watch?
Are you just
Yes.
a woman? We need a woman.
Have your keys gone
we
missing?
need a woman.
Preferably a mom. Yeah, someone who's got multiple kids.
Also, we ended up with an all-male flight attendant staff. We need someone back here to find the mustard. Can you find?
You're right.
We can't find it in the galleys. Come on, please, someone.
Exactly. The good news is, as far as I know, the medical emergency turned out to be okay because I didn't hear anything more. So I'm assuming everything was okay. And the phone emergency worked out because they found his phone. And I don't know where they actually found it because I stopped paying attention at a certain point because I was just annoyed that he couldn't find it. But the female flight attendant literally kept saying to him, text your wife. She is very concerned. You need to text. I don't know how she knew that she would be concerned or if she was on the plane in another seat, but she's like, your wife is going crazy. You need to text your wife. I'm like, oh my gosh. So everybody was very vested in both incidents. And I feel like, you know what, that the pilot should have just gotten on and said, look, I know there was a little bit of, scuttlebutt today, but let me just assure you that the woman in 21A is fine and the guy in 14C found his phone. Like, we're all good.
Well, like 20 years ago, it must have been, Southwest Airlines had a reality show. And I loved it. Yeah. And it was like before its time. I don't think they'd ever be allowed to do a reality show now. But
I do not remember that.
You can probably find old clips of it on YouTube or something. But now there's one that takes place at the airport, but I want to say it's in Australia, and it's the customs people. And that's also very fun. The stuff that people bring on purpose and by mistake and that they try and hide in their bags. And it's everything from, of course, like drugs to like food that they're not supposed to have, like copious amounts of food that you should not be bringing.
Like what?
Well, people are like, I'm bringing this back to my mom. We usually don't have access to this. So, but it's usually like some sort of fresh vegetable. Like, you're not supposed to bring meats or vegetables or anything like that. They're really strict. I went when this must have been Abe and Noah's B'nai Mitzvah. And when I went back onto the plane, I had gotten one of those like frozen coffee drinks, and they wouldn't
in Israel.
Yeah,
you should say it was in Israel.
And in Israel, yeah. And I was in the airport, and I got it. I was already past security. Like, we were just by the gate, and they wouldn't let me take that on.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like, no, you can't bring any. I'm like, really? Oh, okay, not my coffee drink.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it was hard to suck that down because it was frozen. And then I got a brain freeze. It was not good.
Well, again, as a newly minted million-mile flyer, I'm sure have access to people who can make exceptions for you. So you let me know. I'm sure they're going to send me a hotline number for the red coat people. So if I ever run into problems, I can just, text them and tell Tariq, look, my sister, she wants to bring on that iced coffee. What can you do for her?
So, and just to clarify that the Sky Mile Club is different than the what is the high? What is
the Mile High?
The Mile High Club. Sky Mile Club and Mile High Club, totally two different things. In case anyone's has confusion, but once you achieve 1 million Sky miles, you get access to a special Mile High Club facility.
No, you do not.
So then you can go have 45 Allen.
I did not get 1 million. I did not get 1 million Sky Miles. I've flown 1 million miles. That's different.
I know. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
Okay.
That's what I meant. I know you.
And
you've
don't start throwing in that Mile High Club stuff.
Okay.
You do not need to start throwing that out.
No rumors. This is a kid-friendly, clean podcast.
Yes.
For the moment. For the moment. I've achieved nothing. Nothing. I don't have. Maybe I have 600 hours of watching television in
That's
a
good.
year.
That's something. That's an accomplishment. I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you. Do you want me to take a picture right now?
Yeah.
Take a screenshot. I'll post it.
Yeah. Panasonic reached out to me and said, our Samsung Smart TV company reached out to me.
Hours,
and they're like, Amanda, we're not calling to congratulate you. We're calling because we're concerned.
All right, with all this talk about achieving status, I think it's impossible not to talk about the Olympics, right? We're at the tail end, the end of the Olympics,
Yeah.
3 weeks of winter sports. And as my friend reminded me the other day, if we ever hope to be an Olympian, and not that it's on my bucket list, but if there was ever
Curling.
like
Curling.
that's that's it. The only way I could ever be in the Olympics is to be a curler.
I like how
Yes.
we both knew that, but it was
I'm still
curling.
so amused and confused
Mhm.
by the sport of curling.
And poutine. I feel like it's a Canadian thing. Where does curling originate from? Did you see Colin Jost got into a bobsled?
I heard about it. They did a promo, but I never saw it. Did he actually go down a hill?
Oh my God. He got in with an Olympian. He was, of course, in the back. The Olympian was in charge of everything. And he said, I've never been so scared in my life. I thought my back was going to break and my bones were going to go all over the whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
What is that called? The slide? I don't even
yeah.
know. Anyway, I just.
Oh my God. That scares me to death.
Right?
To death.
I mean, you're probably going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. Or what about the
more.
luge where you're going head first? Have you seen that?
Is it your body? What's the difference between a luge and a bobsled?
I think
Bobsleds have the sled.
Yeah,
The
the
luge is
bobsled has a
you?
sled and you're sitting and it's multiple people. I think the luge is a one-person sled and you are going
Okay.
head first. I don't understand. And I don't understand how you know how to take the turns. It gives me anxiety
Like,
watching
do you
all of that.
memorize? You must. Does everyone get a chance? This is me on the bobsled.
I know.
Like,
Now you're making me seasick going
right,
back and
does
forth.
everyone get a chance to like go through the course? You must. It's not like the same course every time. It changes. The only
don't
luge
know.
I've done is the ice luge where you get to take a shot. You know what I'm
Right.
talking
And
about?
even that's hard.
Those
It's
are
not
fun,
always
though.
it's
But
not always
disgusting.
predictable.
Do you think the ice luges at events still exist? And if you don't know what an ice luge is, it is something that's at weddings, frat parties. It's basically they take a block of ice and they create a slide in it, and then they pour liquor down it. And I guess at frat parties you put your mouth at the end.
Yeah, but at a
But
nice event, you just have a
put
glass at the
a
bottom.
glass. Yeah, I guess that would. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I've never been to one where you put your mouth, so hopefully that's not happening anymore
That's why
since
I said-
COVID.
That's why I said frat party.
All right, let me get back to curling.
Okay, I'm
but
sorry.
now I've
curling.
realized even watching curling and understanding it a little bit more than I did maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't think I could even do curling because you have to be able to navigate on ice, right, and bend. But like I can barely stand on ice, much less
Yeah,
walk and
right?
sweep and not fall and not hit that little thing that they curl with.
They probably have special shoes.
Still,
Okay.
still,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It is a lot. That is a lot of work to get that thing and to scrub and sweep. I don't even like sweeping my kitchen, so I don't.
bet they're
don't
really
foresee
good at
this being a
cleaning
sport for
spot.
me. Yeah,
Out of
Alan would be awesome at curling because
Why?
he loves to clean.
he likes to scrub.
Yes, he loves. He would be so good. Something that's mimicking like something that has to do with cleaning. If there was a laundry folding competition in the Olympics, he would totally get gold.
What would you get gold in?
Talking, I'm sure.
Getting information out of people.
Yeah, interviewing.
Yes.
The gold medal for interviewing, for extracting information. What would you get gold in?
I think similar to that. I mean, getting information out of people. Getting
Making
someone
people, entertaining people. You'd
Yeah.
get gold for entertainment.
No, I think getting someone to tell me a secret that they didn't know. When I started dating Aaron, I found out so much information from him because I started off every conversation with "Tell me a secret," and he would. I'd just be like, "Tell me a secret," and then he.
Uh-huh. Oh
It was
my
the
gosh.
best tactic ever because he was just like, "All right, here's a secret," and I'm like, "Oh, that's a good one."
That's good.
I found out everything very early on.
Tell me a secret. And now you better marry me or I'm going to tell everyone
Right?
all your secrets.
You better fall in love with me.
Oh gosh. Well, I loved watching the Olympics. I love the ice dancing and the speed skating and the everything that happens on a hill with snowboarders.
Everything that happens on a
Everything
hill.
that happens on a hill, snowboarding and cross country skiing and all that stuff, and the fast skiing. I don't know all the names of it, but
And
it's very exciting.
Mommy has always, I didn't even know it was the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, because we don't really watch live TV. So, but it's Mommy. It's Mommy's the reason why I know about it. She loves the Olympics. She loves it when the Olympics and Sound of Music are on television. And she she was always making announcements, and I know Mommy knows everything also about the Olympics, even about the quad god, about the quad god.
God, yeah.
Yeah, the guy
he
who's
lost
could
it.
do triple spins or whatever it
Well,
was.
that's why they call him the quad god, because it's 4. It's actually 4.5.
I'm sorry.
It's special.
I don't know
Yes.
why I said triple, but also and let's rewind a little, because you said that's why they call him that. No, that's why he calls himself that.
Well,
That was
he
his
earned it.
social media handle.
Okay.
And I don't know, but
Okay,
putting
fair enough.
God in there, like quad god, there's some other.
Yeah.
Can we come up with another rhyme or alliteration?
Quad bod.
I don't know, just something.
Yeah.
Just something that doesn't call you a god, because then, how do you live up to that?
Well, yeah, that was a tough thing to live up to, and I think he realized maybe he should have not set that expectation. So, but you know what? All the athletes did great. I want to end on a positive note.
Yes.
Kudos to the Americans. Kudos to all of the Olympic athletes who competed. What an accomplishment! Because I joke that I could only do it if I was a curler. I am positive I couldn't even do curling. So there's no way I could have made it to the Olympics unless I was a spectator and happy to cheer everybody on.
Well, I'd like to present to you the gold medal in podcasting and being a sister. So
Thank you. And as the music plays underneath, I kindly accept this wonderful honor.
Well, thanks for listening to the latest Sis and Tell podcast. Don't forget to share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with your foes.
As always, this has been Amanda and Allison with a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. We'll catch you next time.